Pisces.
Okay. So Pisces, okay, we saved the best to last here. So
We did.
Saturn in your first house is where you need to take karmic responsibility for who you are and what you showed up to do. It's about helping you to create healthy boundaries. This is what Pisces really needs to learn. So again, remember, if you're old enough, Saturn was in your sign 28, 29, 30 years ago. You could be going through your second Saturn return at this point if you're 57, 58 years old. And it's about dreaming it, and they will come. This is about dreaming your beliefs into reality. It's about taking responsibility for your addictions or your denial or any of that stuff. Stop being the martyr, being the strong, wise elder, upholding the rights of elders. Um, Past life issues have to be dealt with. Again, a sense of releasing the past so you can come fully born into the new over the next 2.5 years. And again, the karmic buck stops here. So healing your ancestors again. Um, Very creative, really channeling all of the creative juices, all the creative energy that Pisces has. You can shapeshift into anything. It's extremely empathetic. But again, this is where you're going to need the boundaries because I think for Pisces, you're going to be feeling everybody even more. So, um, you're going to have to learn just to channel that, how to channel. And again, channeling, mediumship, past life regression, all of that stuff, sound healing, art is a healing mechanism. Even all of that's going to become really standard stuff, right? So, and just invention, very imaginative, very creative, dream work, healing with dreams, all of that. Saturn needs to really come into that. And of course, being your own soulmate, stop projecting that it's something outside of yourself. So really being one with the beloved, with your higher self, which is the whole
Yep.
point of the tarot.
Well, I like to see the Queen of Cups in the upright position when I look to the Pisces.
Okay.
But I have the Chariot in reverse.
Okay.
So
So there's
this
going to
tells,
be some backing up to do.
yep, yep. But you do have the Temperance card. But it does say that to heal, you're going to have to look at what's been keeping you sad.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And you're going to have to really take a look at that. The Death card shows up right underneath that is the Empress. So we've got some mother issues, Pisces. We've got some mother issues, and likely they're having to be, how do I put this? Okay, so Saturn is also the feminine energy, but we
Right.
have the male energy taking over. I would say the mother issues have to do with the mother not having appropriate boundaries in some way. And that expression hurt you in some way, Pisces. And to me, that may be what you're going to look at. Now let's not look at all the mothers too, because I mean, some mothers stepped up when other mothers took off and left the Pisces on their own. So there are good mothers too that came into play. So you might want to look at the whole picture. So maybe your birth mother wasn't available to you, or maybe your birth mother wasn't available to you because of her own emotions.
Right.
Either way, somehow you're going to look at that and that energy and the restrictions that were put on you because of it, or the lack of them that could have even caused a sort of a wild child to develop that didn't get very far in life because of whatever. And now they're healing it. Now they're working on it. Now they're struggling through it. I do see some maybe even arguments with yourself, but certainly arguments with some friends that are not living up to your code of ethics or your expectations, and that have hurt you in some way that you won't tolerate anymore. And so I'd say that Saturn in Pisces and Pluto in Aquarius is going to lift that cap off of your quietness. I think silence is not going to be. No, let me say this better. If a Pisces is found in a silent position, you might want to back up and then ask why, because they could explode. I
Right.
think they're holding on, and this is the next little while will be them experiencing that truth.
Well, that's interesting because Pluto, for a Pisces, Pluto and Aquarius is in their 12th house. So Pluto is like represents the soul, and that needed to come forward. So I think, yeah, Pisces is naturally a quiet, introverted sign, But yeah, at some point, they can only restrict them so far, and then
Hmm.
that full power, like again, like the
Yeah.
dam exploding comes through, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's as soon as they're feeling overwhelmed, that's it. That's their default.
Yeah,
That
also I think it's expressive arts therapy, doing a lot of art, dance, all of that. It's going to be really, really healing and really popular for the next while. And I got the card of the lovers for Pisces, actually. So again, that sense of the mystic union, the intermarriage, the lovers, the Merkaba, using the Merkaba, which is an actual metaphysical, mystical, interdimensional transport system, which is the flower of life is based on. You might want to investigate using that as well. So traveling through all the hidden realms and learning lessons, I think, from all the master teachers and all your lineages, and finding that, I think people come from all different kinds of lineages, and again, respecting each one. That's Aquarius, but also that they all have certain common denominators. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
stopping at kind of that discrimination and you know.
And overall, even though you may be, facing some of your mother issues, to be honest with you, family's still the most important to you and to your soul. And I
Mhm.
think that you're going to find a way to heal it. And that's what the next coming days will be for you, working on it. Things that, and maybe you're going to also recognize maybe the mom energy cannot do it. Maybe there isn't a bone in their body that can go in that direction. And somehow you're going to do it for both of you.
Mhm.
So, just hold on to that. You might have a few sad moments around it. Use the same method that we were talking about with some others of writing it down, journaling it. Another thing for Pisces might be sitting and talking to the water,
Mhm. Yeah, that's true.
talking to the water, because one thing about Pisces is they're quite secretive. So writing it down, they may have trouble with because somebody might find it. So at the
Right.
very least, go sit by the water and talk, and talk to the babbling brook, and they'll take your messages to spirit for you.
Right. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
very important. And or doing water ceremonies or getting into a bath or taking a
Mhm.
long shower and with
Mhm.
intention so that it's cleansing so you can like release things that you just want to get rid of, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think
But
that's
I do think there's going to be some words spoken, and
Mhm.
they might not come out super nice at first,
Right.
but it's okay. It's a healing thing,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, I think, and Gemini is also about communication. So, and seeing both sides of the issue. And, it's mother stuff and father stuff too. It's both. So, again, it's like karmic responsibility for all of the woundings from the past. And not for, they still have to take karmic responsibility for their actions, right? But at
Mhm.
least you fully feel it so it can be healed.
So for me, what I saw here is maybe the father energy has acknowledged something, but the
Mhm.
mother hasn't,
Mhm. I
and
think the
that's
mother
where
aspect is
I,
always deeper.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
because we
Pisces.
are we are all their mothers, right? So yeah.